Welcome to Technically You, the podcast that keeps you protected in the digital jungle. Today, we're talking about something that sounds like pure science fiction but is happening right now to real people in your neighborhood.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I had my voice cloned by a friend as a prank, and while others laughed, I found it a little unsettling.
Wait, what? We need to hear this story.
Oh, we'll get to it. But trust me, if someone can clone my voice, and I work for a telecom company in cybersecurity, they can clone anyone's. Your grandmother's, your kids, yours.
That's terrifying. And here's the kicker. It only takes 3 seconds of audio,
Exactly, 3 seconds.
a TikTok video, a voicemail greeting. That video you posted of your daughter's piano recital, where you said, "That's my girl."
Congratulations, you just gave scammers everything they needed.
So today, we're diving deep into the voice clone invasion. We're talking about the grandmother who lost $15,000 because she thought her daughter was in trouble. The executive who wired 220,000 euros to scammers impersonating his CEO. And the brand new threat that just dropped. OpenAI's SORA app. Basically a deepfake generator in everyone's pocket.
It's not all doom and gloom, though. We've got practical, actionable steps you can take today to protect yourself and your family.
Let's start with the story that's been keeping me up at night.
Back in July 2025, in Dover, Florida, Sharon Brightwell is having a normal day when her phone rings. It's her daughter, or at least it sounds exactly like her daughter.
And the daughter is crying, panicking, saying she's been in a terrible car accident.
She says she lost her unborn baby. She's facing criminal charges. She needs $15,000 immediately for a lawyer, or she's going to jail.
Riley, I want you to imagine that call for a second. This is your child. Or at least it sounds perfectly like your child. They're crying, desperate, terrified. What do?
I'll send the money. Of course I'll send the money.
Exactly. Sharon Brightwell did what any parent would do. She sent $15,000 in cash to a courier. And then her actual daughter called.
Oh no.
Her daughter was fine. No accident, no pregnancy, no legal trouble. The whole thing was an AI voice cloning scam. And Sharon wasn't even the first person to fall for it. Not by a long shot.
The stats on this are staggering. 1 in 4 people has either experienced a voice cloning scam or knows someone who has. And get this, 77% of them lost money.
And those are just the reported cases. The FBI says that over 845,000 imposter scams were reported in 2024 alone. And that's before AI voice cloning became mainstream.
Wait, so this is about to get worse?
Much worse. In the UK, 28% of adults think they were targeted by an AI voice cloning scam in just 1 year. August 2023 to August 2024. Global losses from deepfake-enabled fraud hit over $200 million in Q1 2025 alone.
$200 million in 3 months.
And that's the reported stuff. The actual number is probably way higher because people are embarrassed to admit they fell for it.
Why embarrassed? These scams are incredibly sophisticated.
Because there's shame attached. Especially for older victims who feel like they should have known better. But here's the thing. The emotional realism of a cloned voice removes your mental barrier to skepticism. If it sounds like your loved one, your rational defenses shut down.
It's not about being smart or dumb. It's about being human.
Exactly. These scammers are weaponizing our love for our families and friends.
So how does this actually work? Walk me through it.
All right. So imagine you're a scammer.
Do I have to?
Work with me here. You decide to target someone. First step, you need a voice sample. Where do you get it?
Social media.
Bingo! YouTube videos, TikTok, Instagram stories, LinkedIn videos, and even Zoom webinars. Heck, some people have custom voicemail greetings that are perfect samples.
Oh God, I have one of those. Hey, it's Riley. Can't come to the phone right now.
Congratulations, you just handed them your voice. And here's the scary part. They only need about 3 seconds. Consumer Reports just tested this. They found that 6 major voice cloning products had almost no safeguards. For 4 of them, researchers could easily create a voice clone using publicly accessible audio.
And how much does this cost?
That's the most disturbing part. For 4 of the 6 services they tested, it was completely free to create a custom voice clone.
Free? So any scammer with internet access can do this?
Pretty much. Once they have your voice sample, they feed it to AI tools. Some of the popular ones are called Tacotron, Vol-E, 11 Labs, Resemble AI. These are text-to-speech systems that can replicate your tone, pitch, accent, speaking style, and even your emotional inflections.
And then what? They just call people?
2 methods. First is pre-generated audio. They write a script, the AI reads it in your voice, and they play that recording during the call. Second is real-time voice transformation, still experimental but getting better, where the scammer talks and the software transforms their voice into yours in real time.
Like a villain in a spy movie.
Exactly. And they often combine this with caller ID spoofing. So when grandma sees her phone, it shows her grandson's actual phone number.
Okay, I need to know. What happened with your voice clone? You said a friend did it as a prank?
Yeah. We were at a conference, and someone I work with pulled audio from a presentation I gave, made a voice clone of me, calling my wife saying I'd been arrested and needed bail money.
Oh my God.
Luckily, my wife knows about this stuff and immediately asked a question only I would know the answer to. But for about 10 seconds, she was genuinely scared. And this was someone I trust, doing it as a joke. Imagine if it was a real scammer targeting your mom.
That's horrifying. What did your wife ask?
She asked what our dog's nickname is. We call him Professor Wiggles because he's obsessed with my university sweatshirts. The voice clone obviously didn't know that.
Professor Wiggles is an excellent security question.
All right, so voice cloning is terrifying enough. But you mentioned there's something new that just came out?
Oh boy. Yeah. OpenAI just released SORA 2, basically TikTok meets Deepfake generator. And it's the #1 app in the Apple App Store right now.
Wait, a deepfake app is #1? What?
It gets worse. The app lets you create ultra-realistic videos of yourself or your friends doing literally anything. You upload a quick video of yourself, reading some numbers, turning your head side to side, and boom, the app can now put you in any scenario.
Like what?
People are putting themselves in TV commercials, old movies, getting arrested, and meeting celebrities. There are hundreds of videos of OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, deepfakes of him shoplifting from Target, smoking from a bong, burning American flags. One viral video shows Altman as a pig farmer asking if his piggies are enjoying their slop.
That's actually kind of funny.
It is funny until it's not. Because here's the thing. The same tool that's making silly memes can create incredibly convincing scam videos. Rachel Toback from Social Proof Security laid out the nightmare scenarios: parents receiving extortion videos of their kids, employees getting fake video calls from their CEO demanding wire transfers, and investment scams using celebrity deepfakes.
Has this happened already?
Absolutely. In Hong Kong, a finance employee transferred $25 million to scammers because he had a video call where the CFO and several colleagues all appeared to be real. It was all deep fakes.
$25 million?
And that was before SORA made this technology available to everyone. The Washington Post tech columnist Jeffrey Fowler tested it. He watched AI-generated videos of himself getting arrested for drunk driving, burning the American flag, and confessing to eating toenail clippings.
Why would someone make that last one?
Because they can. That's the whole point. SORA has some guardrails. You can't make videos of real people without permission. There are content filters, watermarks.
But
But people are already finding workarounds. NPR tested it and found they could generate conspiracy theory videos, like Richard Nixon announcing the moon landing was faked. And while the app has watermarks, they can be removed once you download the video.
so let me get this straight. We have a free app, #1 in the App Store, that lets anyone create hyper-realistic fake videos. And scammers are going to use this.
Not going to. They are using it. Experts are already seeing it in the wild. And here's what really scares me. 70% of people in a global survey said they couldn't tell the difference between a clone voice and the real thing. What percentage do you think can spot a SORA video?
Probably even lower.
Way lower. Because our brains are wired to trust what we see and hear, especially when it comes from familiar faces and voices.
Okay, let's talk about the actual scams people are encountering. What should listeners be watching out for?
The biggest one is what I call the emergency family scam. Like Sharon Brightwell's case, scammer calls pretending to be a family member in crisis, car accident, arrested, kidnapped, medical emergency. They use urgency and panic to short-circuit your rational thinking.
And these are getting more sophisticated?
Way more. There was a case, I think it was a mom in Arizona, who got a call from what sounded like her teenage daughter crying, saying she'd been kidnapped and they wanted $1 million ransom.
$1 million?
Turns out the daughter was fine at school, but the mom experienced 4 minutes of absolute terror before she could confirm it was fake. The voice was so realistic, she said it sounded exactly like her daughter, down to the way she breathes when she cries.
That's psychological torture.
It is. And then you've got business email compromise with voice verification. CFO calls an employee, voice is perfect, says, "I need you to wire this money urgently for an acquisition." The UK energy company CEO case from 2019 was €220,000. Now with SORA, they can do it over video call.
What about celebrity scams?
Oh, those are everywhere. Fake Taylor Swift endorsing Le Creuset cookware. Deep fakes of financial experts giving investment advice. Politicians endorsing products they've never heard of.
I saw one that looked like Morgan Freeman selling crypto.
Exactly. And the really sneaky ones are the helpful scams. Like you get a call from Amazon Security or your bank's fraud department using a cloned voice of someone who actually works there.
How would they get a bank employee's voice?
LinkedIn videos, company webinars, local news interviews. There's so much audio of people online now. And once they clone it, they call you saying, "This is Jennifer from Fraud Prevention. We've detected suspicious activity."
And you trust them because they sound exactly like the Jennifer whose photo is on the bank's website.
Bingo. Then they ask you to verify your account by giving them your password or one-time code.
This is giving me anxiety.
Good. Healthy paranoia is your friend here.
All right, enough terror. What do we actually do about this? I need practical steps.
Let's start with the single most effective thing you can do right now. Establish a family-safe word.
Like a code word?
Exactly. Sit down with your parents, your kids, your spouse, anyone who might call you in an emergency, and agree on a word or phrase that only you know. Something random that wouldn't come up in normal conversation.
Professor Wiggles.
Perfect, but now hundreds may know this one. When you get an emergency call, before you do anything, ask for the safe word. If they can't give it to you, it's a scam.
What if it's a real emergency and they can't remember the word?
Tell them you'll call them back directly. Hang up and call their actual number, not the number that just called you. If it's really them, they'll answer.
Okay, so safe words. What else?
Limit your voice online. I know this sounds impossible in 2025, but think about it. Do you need that custom voicemail greeting? Can you post that video without talking in it? When you do share your voice, be aware you're giving scammers material.
What about protecting our kids?
Huge issue. Have conversations with your kids about what they're posting. Those TikTok lip syncs, voice samples, gaming streams, voice samples, video calls with friends. If someone's recording, voice samples.
So we should just not talk online?
Not quite that extreme, but here's a practical tip from McAfee researchers. Distinctive voices are harder to clone. People who speak with unusual pace, rhythm, or style, think Christopher Walken, require more effort to clone accurately.
So I should talk weird?
Maybe not, but you can set up verification protocols before any financial transaction, even if the request seems to come from someone you know. Verify through a different channel. If your boss emails you to wire money, call them on their known number. If your kid texts asking for iTunes cards, video call them.
What about technological solutions?
Few good ones. McAfee has a deepfake detector tool that can identify AI-generated audio. Some banks are implementing voice biometrics that check for subtle inconsistencies, but honestly, the human element is still the best defense.
Meaning what?
Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Scammers rely on urgency. Act now or bad things happen. Legitimate emergencies are rare, and legitimate people will understand if you take 60 seconds to verify.
What about for the SORA style video deepfakes?
Same principle. If you get a video message from your CEO asking for money, verify through another channel. If you see a celebrity endorsement that seems weird, Google it before clicking. And never ever send money based solely on a video or voice message, no matter how real it looks.
Should we be reporting these scams?
Absolutely. Report to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov. Report to local law enforcement. The more reports they get, the better they can track patterns and warn others. You might also help with asset recovery.
Okay. Rapid fire practical tips for our listeners. Go.
Number 1, family safe words. Do it today.
2,
Never send money or share sensitive info based on a voice or video alone. Always verify through a different channel.
3,
Resist urgency. Scammers love act now. Real emergencies can wait 60 seconds for you to verify.
4,
Be skeptical of unexpected calls asking for money or personal info, even if they sound like someone you know.
5,
Educate your family. Your 75-year-old mom or grandmother needs to know about this. Your 13-year-old daughter needs to know her TikToks or voice samples.
and 6.
Check your privacy settings. Who can see your posts? Who can download your videos? Lock that stuff down.
What about the elephant in the room? Is there any way to remove your voice from the internet?
Honestly, not really. McAfee's CTO said we have to accept that our voices being out there is the cost of doing business in the digital world of 2025, but you can limit new exposure and set up protections for how it's used.
That's not super reassuring.
Number. But knowledge is power. The more people know about these scams, the less effective they become.
Okay, I have to ask. After your voice got cloned as a prank, did it change how you use technology?
Completely. I deleted my custom voicemail greeting. I'm way more careful about what videos I post. And I set up safe words with everyone in my family, including a special one for my mom because she's the most likely target.
What is it?
Nice try. But here's the thing, Riley. This isn't about being paranoid or giving up technology. It's about being smart. 5 years ago, we taught people not to open suspicious emails. Now we need to teach them that phone calls and video chats can be fake too.
It's like the internet grew up and got way more dangerous.
It did. But we can grow up too. We can adapt. The scammers win when we're ignorant or complacent. They lose when we're informed and vigilant.
So, listeners, here's your homework. Tonight, sit down with your family and create a safe word. Tomorrow, check your privacy settings. This weekend, have the conversation with your parents and your kids.
And if you get a suspicious call or video, remember Sharon Brightwell. Remember the Hong Kong finance worker. Remember that your brain wants to believe it's real, but your job is to verify first, trust second.
One last thing. What gives you hope about all this?
Honestly, the fact that we're having this conversation, 3 years ago, most people didn't know voice cloning existed. Now we're talking about it on podcasts. The FTC is banning AI robocalls. States are passing laws and families are setting up safe words. Awareness is spreading faster than the scams.
I hope you're right.
Me too. And set up a safe word with your family tonight.
I'm already planning to. Mine's going to be Professor Wiggles.
You can't use mine.
That's it for today's episode of Technically You.
If you found this helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear it, especially parents and grandparents. And hit subscribe so you never miss an episode.
As always, stay safe and stay curious.